Let me ask you a question. Why do some players reach Immortal in months, while others takes years to do? It's not about raw aim or talent, it's about the strategy you use to get there. Today, I'll be showing you my 4-step proven systems that no matter if you're gold or diamond will guarantee you success and help you reach Immortal without even trying. But before we get into it, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, QWERTY Keys, to introduce you to their newest keyboard, the Hex 80. The Hex 80 is built for both performance in esports and gaming with the ease of use for great comfortability with normal daily activity and work. It is a keyboard that combines top-tier gaming performance with insane build quality, type feel, amazing sounds, and great aesthetics with 5 different colorways to choose from. With a 0.01mm precision speed, it has 0.005mm accuracy in extreme mode, and with 0 dead zoning or signal loss, you know that your movement and inputs in Valorant will be automatic, so that you can not only move better, and even get insane aim from it. It is ready to use instantly out of the box with the best in-class performances for its price range. It is a perfect fit for any type of person for both newcomers and experienced players, so no matter what you value most with a keyboard, I can easily say that the Hex 80 is built to deliver on literally all fronts. If you're interested in getting this absolutely amazing keyboard that will help you rank up so much faster than the rest of the competition in Valorant, you can check it out now as they're doing an opening release sale with my links in the description. Now going into the first tip of the video, I know we have all been there before, where it feels like the game is unwinnable because of our teammates dying too early or throwing away easy rounds, which is why I want to introduce a new method that I've come up with myself to take back control of your games and start consistently winning no matter who you're with. This method is called the zero delay method. The zero delay method, once mastered, can give you an instant 500 RR increase in rank when you apply it. But first, let me tell you the theory of why it works. A lot of people play Valorant on autopilot and expect themselves to get carried in every match they play. This is a terrible philosophy to hold. Instead of tossing your rank progress up to luck, you need to take control of your games yourself, or you will forever stay hard stuck, which is where the zero delay method comes in. Essentially, this method forces you to play aggressively and either take the first engagement every round or always be in the main commotion. The way we can win consistently is by becoming the sole factor that wins us those games. But watch out, I'm not telling you to write it down, rather you need to deeply understand this method so we can abuse it in our own ranked matches and reach Immortal fast. Someone who perfected this technique that is worth looking at is C9 Oxy, who is one of the best pro players in the world and always has over a 1.4 KD in Radiant. His core philosophy of ranking up faster than everyone else is to prioritize setting the pace of the match yourself through aggressive plays and a top fragger mentality. The way he perfectly embodies this is through 2 simple in-game strategies that he does. The first strategy is to capture deep early info and take the space off of it. As you can see in this Jet game, on the first buy round he calls for a Sova dart and decides to walk up to take full A control. Afterwards, he soon takes a fight and instantly goes for a flank. He then does the exact same thing the next round and takes C long control and sits in cubby. After hearing no noise in the first 4 seconds of the round, he instantly flanks again. Finally, he does the exact same thing the third round by taking middle control and even peeking down mid to take another duel. Now I think you get the point. For every round that he places himself in a position to always apply the zero delay method and takes the first engagement to set the tone of the round. He usually does this through asking for one core piece of utility to take the space or asking for a double hold with his teammate to increase the odds of shutting enemies down. And mind you, he doesn't just do this on duelists either. As you can see in this Cypher game, he uses his camera to take deep B long control, and the moment he sees nothing, he calls that no one is B and is already planning on taking the teleporter to fight with his teammates. And of course, he does the exact same thing again just a couple rounds later. So going to the second strategy he uses to perfect the zero delay method, which is probably the easiest play that everyone here watching can do right now. By looking at his positioning on this Ascent game, notice how he is just sitting in the middle of spawn jump spotting, and the moment he hears noise, he would instantly rotate to the other site. And again, he does the same play just a couple rounds after that. And to reiterate, he doesn't just do this on Ascent either, but other maps as well, like on the new map Corrode, where you can quite literally see him popping his ult and spawn with a stinger looking at the wall, and his only thought is to look at his minimap and instantly rotate wherever there is action. So why does he do this? This is because he knows that the most important factor that makes or breaks his games is that to make sure he is in all the main fights of the match. So to put him in positions to fight, he would sit in middle or even his spawn and wait for any noise across the map and instantly rotate over the moment his his teammates called it. He also knows that, in ranked, most players choose to just group up and run it down together. So by using the zero delay method, he can always guarantee kills with a small risk of it being a fake and just playing retake afterwards. This method heavily involves your confidence in your mechanics and timing. This is built through dedicated aim training and intentional deathmatches to become someone who is allergic to missing shots. And if you're able to build this skill up and become a deadly player in gunfights, I can guarantee you that you'll be able to reach the same results as not only me, who followed this proven system and reached Immortal 3 in a month and a half, but also the pro players like Zekin, Exter, and Oxy, who uses the zero delay method to continuously place at the top of the leaderboard without any effort. And if you want to get insane aim like them and become so good in your games that people think you're smurfing, join the 1% Club. In the 1% Club, I can guarantee I will help you reach Immortal as fast as possible without having to sacrifice your life through one-on-one Valorant coaching sessions, 4 monthly group coaching calls, personalized aim routines that make you become an insane aimer, gain access to my 30-page Immortal blueprint, and as a bonus for everyone joining, get free Kovacs paid by me. If you're someone who has tried to improve, but YouTube videos and random tips you find online aren't enough to actually help you rank up, or are tired of solo queue and living life on autopilot, this is the only coaching community where I'll help everyone inside reach their dream ranks in the shortest amount of time possible without sacrificing any time or effort. And don't only just trust my word, but the hundreds of players that I've coached in the community, like Alight, who I helped rank up over 400 RR in just 2 weeks and reach his peak rank of Immortal 2, or AK-47, who I coached and was able to rank up over 600 RR in just 1 month and also reach Immortal for the first time. To rank up as fast as they did, join the 1% Club now by clicking the top link of the description, as it's only 64 cents per day. So the zero delay method is amazing and will 100% help you reach Immortal with way less effort. However, without learning this next part of the system, you won't be able to unlock your full potential as a player. If you're someone who gets confused on why you died or are stuck making the same mistakes over and over again, what I recommend you to start doing is to set up an after death checklist. An after death checklist, once implemented into your game, will instantly skyrocket your thinking and game sense, as you're essentially coaching yourself and fixing mistakes in real time. The easiest way to explain the after death checklist is basically asking yourself why you died in a round. This is absolutely crucial if you want to improve faster without even trying. Now, the after death checklist actually changes depending on which side you're on. So for attack, it goes as follows. 1. Are we pathing with our teammates properly and being in positions to trade? 2. Are we using our utility to clear out common angles or corners to make it easier for us? And 3. Are we communicating plays with our teammates to take sites? And for defense, 1. Are we asking for utility on the retake and where we need it? 2. Are we positioning ourselves properly to set ourselves up to trade? And 3. Are we creating trap plays with our teammates to make fights easier? All of these boxes should be checked in every single round we play. And if we don't, the chances of us winning that round dramatically drops. Now, just to help you visualize on how important having an after death checklist is, if you compare my younger brother who reached Immortal at 12 years old to an average ranks player trying to grind, who do you think will come out on top? My brother, who always went through the checklist thinking about why he died without exception and finding at least 5 to 10 things to work on after games to improve, or on the other hand, comparing the average ranked grinder who either blames his teammates or he blames Smurfs or just blaming everyone but themselves. Over time, it is pretty obvious that my brother was able to rank up much faster in comparison to the average player, just because he chose to implement this into his system to reaching Immortal, and is what you should do as well to receive similar results. Now, before going into the third point, to reach Immortal without even trying, I want to ask you a serious question. Are the people you surround yourself with all chasing the same goals as you? If the answer is no, then this next piece of advice will be the cure to help you get out of silver. Not a single time in my life did I do anything alone, because I knew that surrounding myself with people who shared the same goals as me would 5x the speed of improving in anything I wanted. A big example I could think of would be with this YouTube channel and me finally becoming a full-time content creator and coach. It took me a whole 2 years of making videos to finally reach this point, but it really only took me 3 months of dedicated work to get here. So what did I do differently from the past 2 years to the past 3 months? It was by putting myself in an environment to grow alongside others who have the same goals as me. By doing this, I was able to exponentially grow this channel and be over halfway to my goal of finally retiring my parents and paying off their mortgages through coaching and making content that genuinely helps people. And I also did this with Valorant and ranking up faster. I would always surround myself with players who were either looking to go pro or consistently placed in the top 1000 in the leaderboards. Through this, I was able to work harder as my friends motivated me to do more and be better, but also have an environment to learn from each other's mistakes, which which made reaching Immortal that much easier. So how exactly do we surround ourselves with goal-oriented individuals who share the same dreams as us? My main recommendation is to just find that one person that shares the same exact goals that you do, and make it a non-negotiable habit to grind with them every single day. With content creation, I found one person who shared the same dreams as me, and we both went from being lazy bums to now working with the biggest brands and creators in the world and doing this as our full-time job. With university, I found one person who shared the same drive as me, which allowed us to do our work together 100 times faster than everyone else and put more time into earning money through internships and careers. And with Valorant, I found 5 other people who shared the same vision as I did, which allowed us to all reach high ranks together and compete against tier 1 pros in ranked. This is the secret to reaching Immortal or even reaching any goal you have without even trying. Immerse yourself with people that share the same goals as you. And just like how immersing yourself in a new country automatically helps you learn languages faster, as you surround yourself with these kinds of people, watch how the whole process becomes effortless and you easily start to improve naturally. So with that, going into the fourth and last part of the system to reach Immortal without any needed talent. Most people think that they are improving just by playing more, but here is where they're completely wrong. If you just play ranked games and expect yourself to improve from that alone, you're already missing the biggest piece of the puzzle, which is to soak up as much knowledge as you can. This is by far the most important part of the system to reach Immortal without any effort at all, because this skill, once mastered, will single-handedly make your improvement so much easier. Now, how are we able to soak up as much knowledge as we can to make ranking up feel natural? The best way to do this is by watching improvement guides, VCT games, and streams as much as you can. The reason why this works is because as you continuously put yourself in the state of learning from these resources, your brain will soak up every single piece of knowledge that they have so that you can subconsciously use these skills that you've learned in your own games. My biggest piece of advice for this is to watch specific content that you not only enjoy, but you actually know you can learn from. For example, if you're a duelist player, I would religiously watch streamers like Sentinel Zekin and PaperX Jing. If you're a controller main, I would strictly watch pro players like 100 Thieves Xander and Fnatic Boaster. If you are an Initiator main, I would strictly watch Curry and Liquid Shazam. And finally, if you were a Sentinel main, the only pros I would personally watch are Nat and Benji Fishy. These 8 pro players are the best streamers to watch to learn from, as they're all top players on their respective roles, and by doing this, you can quite literally steal all the correct answers that they have been spending 12 to 16 hours a day honing down and perfecting, while all you need to do is spend 30 minutes noting them down and applying them in your own ranked matches. And as a bonus tip that helps you subconsciously learn anything faster is to study these games while being active, like walking around your neighborhood. This is scientifically proven to help your subconscious brain to form new patterns easier and soak up knowledge faster, because since you're active, your brain isn't overthinking any thoughts or judging any information. This is one of the biggest reasons why physical activity has a direct correlation to reducing stress and depression. And once again, you can use this with anything you're trying to improve at, and is actually what I use to study for my university calculus exam that helped me get an A+ in that class. Reaching Immortal doesn't have to be this impossible, unreachable goal that you set for yourself. It is doable, as long as you follow my 4-step proven system, which will make ranking up feel effortless to you. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Make sure to join the 1% club so you can reach Immortal as fast as possible while improving your outside life as well, which is linked all in the top of the description and comments. Thanks again to everyone listening, and remember, you only fail when you stop trying. I'll see you soon. Mwah.